me!
I need healing!
Down the tunnels, in the ruins of the Swallowed City. That is where you will find Gracchus and the Ogma Infinium. Prove yourself his better, and take it. He was once a promising subject, but he will never be an ageless one. Perhaps you will. long! You won't stop me! And so the Infinium becomes mine again, as it always does. You performed well against Gracchus. Safely return to its home in Apocrypha. I would not risk you against its secrets. But I will not leave you empty-handed. You have proven most useful, unlike many before you. These ruins under the Manse Vile are the remains of a city of myrrh twice forgotten. Here, the children of Auriel trifled with knowledge that was beyond them. The dirt swallowed them. Their descendants tried to rebuild, but then came Gracchus. He sought the power to end some petty conflict of men and myrrh above. But his want is irrelevant. Gracchus showed promise when he glimpsed the Infinium, and survived its cosmic ululation. But he ultimately proved mundane. You were told what you needed to hear to become effective. You should cherish the gift you've been given. It is a leaf from Apocrypha. Only delectable knowledge will you find within its pages.
Those are the items I seek. Give them to me, and I will learn their place in the story of my people. You've done my people a great service, friend. You may stay and learn the stories of these people with me if you desire. Fardal was never far from this mug. After the death of his wife to plague, he found comfort only in drink. He was loved and supported, but never escaped the darkness. He lived a life of quiet melancholy. Gracchus ended that quiet, ended everything. Norvir loved this lute, but never played a note. Every day he came home from the market to stare lovingly at the lute. Someday, he thought, when I retire, I'll have all the time to play. That day came, but so did Gracchus. Thara lived her life by the hourglass. She scheduled everything. She had a place for everything. Her life was order. Some jested she was switched with an Ultima child at birth. With order came happiness for her. Gracchus ended both. Lives that have passed from the plains only go on in the memory of the living, and their stories only live so long as there are those who tell them. Inspect the relics if you wish. Each contains a story I can tell.
curse it all. You should go before the guard arrives.
Well met. Good to see you. Razumdar said someone looking like you might turn up. I'm glad you did. The Colovians detached this force from their cohorts in Arenthia. Moved on this ruin, a place the ancients called Senalana. Luckily, we had scouts spread throughout the northern wood, and were able to respond right away. We are still not sure. I sent out 3 of our best men, but they haven't reported back. If you're looking to make a difference, seek them out. Panamar, Anthiel, and my cousin, Jaluda. They should be able to tell you more. Bright moons guide your path. Keep your eyes open for Raz, too. No doubt he's found some valuable information as well. I do not know. But if the rumors about him are true, it must be important. The Queen wouldn't send one of her top agents into the field if it didn't threaten the whole of the Alliance. Ha! Yes, Buri's mother would be very disappointed. Look, I've been a soldier for too long to care about how I talk. You want the proper cadence? Go talk to a moon priest. It's war. How can we ever call any battle good or bad? Here, today, we'll lose troops to hold this old ruin. Why? Because my commanding officer told me to see it done. As if the ancients care about what we do here today. I never said that. I'm a centurion in the Queen's own, happy and proud to be an eagle. I'm just saying that the men and women under my command are dying today to hold a ruin. Not for the glory of the Dominion, for a ruin. Yes, the ancients, the Eliads. The ruins dot Valenwood all the way back to the coast. Whatever this place is, it must have been something special. Not many ruins left standing out into elsewhere proper. City to the east. Used to be Colovian. They pulled out years ago. My people and the Wood Elves moved in, made it their own. Whoever this general is, Lavinia, I think, she was keen to reclaim Colovian ground right away. I got word from the scouts that they were also making for Fort Grimwatch to the west. Had to let them pass. And I think one of their cohorts went south towards Vinedusk. Moon's luck to them down there. Those Bosmer are crazy. They were careful. That many troops sneak attack on an entire city? Their general's a tactician, mark my words. The Arenthia Guard fought bravely from what I hear. Right now we have orders to contain them. Hopefully, we will retake the city soon.
These Colovians were like wheat before the scythe. Geludadaro has only a small piece of the puzzle. Have you found any of her fellows? We stand upon the vault of the ancients. Beneath this stone, the Ayleids stored away something they wished hidden for all time. Geluda has no idea. Fascinating, yes? She believes the Queen's agent, yes, Razumdar. He will know. He is here for the good of the Alliance. Or so he said.
Finally. Soldier, I am not going to stay conscious much longer. You have to tell the Centurion what the Colovians are looking for. Why they are here. Good soldier, but bloodthirsty. The other cat, Razumdar, cool as ice. Led a squad into the ruin after the relic. Damned Colovians, though. They collapsed the main entrance. Activated a ward on the rear. The ward. The barrier. The Colovians didn't put it up. The ancients put it in place. It only snapped on when the Colovians stole a pair of Welkin stones from that entrance. Find them. Put them back. And you'll be able to get in.
Get low and keep quiet. The Centurion sent you, right?
Well, I've managed to learn a thing or two. Have you seen any of the other scouts?
Excellent work. I've managed to find where the stones are being held. They're stashed in a pair of chests here in the Colovian camp. They've set two of their most powerful mages to guard them. Get in there and help the Queen's agent. Find Razumdar and this relic these bastards are after, then we can all go home.
help me.
You've made it. Down here. Just to die, Aldmeri dog. The traps, dog. You'll never get past the traps. The ancients were too good at their craft. You'll never get to the circlet. We came for the circlet. General Lavinia has great plans. We've started with Orenthia. With the circlet, we'll take the Dominion apart piece by piece. Why not tell you? There's nothing you can do to stop us. The Aliens hid many things down here, but we came for the circlet. The grand circlet of elven authority. The circlet's wearer has complete domination over elves. Every Mer, every descendant of Aldmer blood must bend a knee to its wearer. We'll deliver it to Lavinia. She'll rule the world. I don't know, and I don't care. With that circlet on the General's head, your precious Irene will be just another groveling elven wretch. The Queen's agent, you mean? The Eye of the Queen? Yes, he's down here. We have him cornered. Trapped. He'll never leave these ruins alive. I'm going to go to Aetherius knowing my death is worth it if the Queen's paw is lopped off. The circlets were... I don't know.
Over here! It is good to see a friend in such a dark place. We are trapped, my friend. We hold the door against the Colovians, but that is all the good news Raz has. Beyond us, the ruin has collapsed. We cannot reach you, and you cannot reach us. Raz and his men came down here knowing what had to be done. You and I have done the Queen's work in the past, yes? Raz must trust you to do what we cannot. You must unlock the shrine behind you and destroy the circlet. We cannot risk it, my friend. The tales of the circlet make it a clear and present threat to the Queen and all of the Dominion. It must be destroyed, even though it may cost Raz his life. The defenses in the ruin will allow you to destroy the circlet. But the mage with me says unlocking the circlet will trigger the collapse of this complex. Destroying it will most likely seal us in. You have to depress the triggers in the proper order. We found runes along this corridor saying it's a sequence of 4 triggers. Press the first to the left, and then the last to the right. The other 2... we could not find. Raz feels he should say... he should say his farewells. Do not worry, my friend. This one will not hold his death against you. Well, the truth is that it is your choice. You could take the circlet and free us from this room. The rune on the wall behind you, the tower. That should fire up the defenses and end our Colovian problem. You are Razumdar's friend, his comrade, another trusted soul in the eyes of the Queen. Raz knows you will make the hard decision. You will do what must be done. Ha! Raz trusts you not to do that. But more importantly, holding the circlet and using it are very different propositions. Without the proper incantations, the circlet is useless. Incantations Raz intends to see destroyed with Senalana. No, the circlet is an abomination. It must be shattered, destroyed. Razumdar's duty here is clear. The circlet cannot be allowed to leave the vault. Razumdar is first in the eyes of the Queen. He has sworn his life to the service of Irene Arana Aldmeri. To die in service to Her Majesty, it is what he prays for in the morning. Well, perhaps not prays for. The defenses in the ruin overload and trap all of us in a collapsing avalanche of rock and dust. Do not worry. Raz and his men are prepared for what must happen. No. Would that it were so. The runes were clear. The only way to destroy the circlet is here, in the defenses the ancients put in place for just this purpose. Place it in the furnace. Burn that abomination for the Queen and the Dominion. It is out of my hands now, my friend. It has been an honor serving with you. There is no one else. Yes, if you touch the Tower Rune, I live. If you place the circlet in the furnace, I die. You must decide. Of course, my friend. We can hold the door a few minutes more. What did you want to discuss? Of course. To which daring adventure in the Somerset Isles are you referring? The High King Lady and her little insurgency. Of course, Raz got to go disguised as an elven noble. This one had a long conversation with one of the noble ladies at Estre's party. She spent the whole time complaining about stinking Khajiit. Yes, the little town with the forge. Raz had just gone there to get a report from Fistale. Just a routine check-in, and we found that nest of vipers. Pah! How brave those racists were to kill a young woman. The day you proved yourself to Her Majesty. She has often spoken of that day to Raz, commenting on your bravery. It is a shame this one will never get a chance to tell you the story about the bear. How could I forget? Which of Razumdar's several missions in the Wilder King's kingdom are you referring to? Ha! That pathetic prince. To think Her Majesty shared blood with that one. The day we ended him once and for all is a day Raz remembers well. This one has always been proud to fight beside you. The traitor, yes? And another disguise. Ha! It took Raz days to convince Her Majesty to let this one impersonate her. And to work on the voice, it took more days yet. Ah, some days, this one really did enjoy the job. Peladil the Marmorer, and the Sea Serpent, yes? Ha! This one wishes he had been along for that fun. So it always goes. The eyes must do what must be done. They do not get to choose what fun they have. Of course. To which daring adventure in the Somerset Isles are you referring? It is out of... There is no one... Of course, my friend. The day you fell from the sky, my friend. How could I forget? We had quite a time that day. Diplomats and pirates, and such a storm. Raz had to dry his fur for a week afterwards. What are you doing? You should have destroyed it! We'll speak of this outside. Hersley. Why? Why did you do it? Razumdar was clear in what he said. That was not your call. Razumdar told you what had to be done. Now he must carry this circlet, search for a new place to hide it. A fearsome burden, and one he does not take lightly, damn it.
Bright moons hang above us, child. What brings you all the way out here? Truly, this one thinks you may have been led astray. The moon hallowed is a sacred and terrible burden, a role only for one soul in thousands. Well, you have come to the right place for that. Clearing has a special connection to Joan and Jode. If you truly wish to know, if you are prepared, pray here at the altar. Just do not be disappointed if nothing happens. Riddaridata! The first main?
You have arrived in Reaper's March at a critical time. The soul of the Khajiit people and the entire Dominion are in crisis. Main Akusri is tainted by evil. He will never again be fit to lead our people. Our hope lies with these women, the champions. One of them will be Main. You must help them walk the path, for you are the Moonhound. Without a new Main, the Khajiit will fall. The Dominion will fall. Walk well in the light of Jode and Joan, and you shall succeed, Moonhallowed.
A vision of the first Main himself. Riddaridata here, in the clearing. You are the Moonhallowed. This one is just a humble priest. Who is she to question the judgment of the first Main? Kauzana Bijou must congratulate you and express her regrets. The path of the Hallowed will not be an easy one to walk. You must not linger here, Moonhallowed. Now that you know your place in the world, you must go to the people of Arentia. The sons and daughters of Joan and Jode call for your aid. The moonlight sings to Kauzana Bijou. Sings of the darkness inside Main Akuzri. He is in a league with the Calovians who have taken the city. It is your duty. You must help the people of the city and do what you can for Akuzri. An eye has opened on Arentia, one of Queen Aren's personal agents. Seek the wood elf known as Cariel by the road into the city, and I shall see you again at our appointed hour.